Everybody, good morning. Hi, oops, sorry. Welcome back. It's been a month about a month and a half since we last saw you guys here at the temple, but I'm happy that we're back. And as you noticed a few seconds ago, you saw that our altar was closed off, and we're going to have a special presentation in a few seconds. Kind of announcing what we've been doing, and we've been pretty busy over the summer break. And Sensei will be here to start talking about what we did over the summer and what's going to be happening soon as we head into our centennial in 2026. So, Sensei.
Good morning, everyone. 皆様おはようございます。Thank you very much for attending today's service. As Galen mentioned, that we recently replaced the floor. Probably you remember before we had the red carpet, but we changed to the black colored wooden floor. So I like to show you. And this is one of the commemoration projects. And as Galen mentioned, we'll be commemorating centennial in 2026. And also, as you can see, this is a niche, the sample of the niche in the Nokotsudo. So we will be installing new niches in the Nokotsudo. Galen will be announced later. But I now would like to open the screen and show our new altar. Thank you. Okay, so this is a new altar floor. I hope you like it. So we now begin the service. Thank you.
Thank you, Sensei. And doesn't the floor look amazing? It took a lot of hard work and a lot of time with Reverend Takata, Reverend Umezu, and some of the members here who, and I would like to thank them for helping move all the pieces and getting the floor removed and put in and all that. So it was a big project, and there's a lot more big projects to come for our centennials. So stay tuned. We'll be talking about a couple more toward the end of the service today, but I would like to begin service today with the ringing of the kancho, and followed by Toraiban, Sambujo, Hyobyakumon, and Sambutsuge. So I will be stepping on in a second to do the kancho. So I'll be right back.
Namandots, 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 namandots. Namandots, 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 namandots. On this occasion of the West Los Angeles Buddhist Temple's annual observance of Fall Ohigan service, we are gathered here to express our gratitude and appreciation to Amida Buddha for awakening us to the boundless wisdom and compassion of the Buddha. During the Ohigan, when the hours of the day and night are equal, the sun symbolically rises in the east and sets in the west toward the direction of Amida Buddha's Pure Land. On this morning, we gathered here at our temple to hear the teaching of Amida Buddha's primal vow as clarified and transmitted to us by Shinran Shonin, and resolve the matter of the great importance of our afterlife. Let us deeply entrust ourselves to Amida Buddha and recite the name of the Buddha as the expression of our gratitude and appreciation for the Buddha's benevolence for settling our births in the Pure Land. I, Shak Koho, so humbly recite the name of the Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu.敬って大慈大悲の阿弥陀如来の御前に申し上げます。古来浄土を願う人々は、春秋に彼岸へを努めて、遥か西の方、夕日の沈むところに安如の浄土を望み、命のふるさとに思いを寄せてまいりました。伝道大師は、この日太陽は真東より昇り、真西に沈む。その日の沈む彼方、十万石の仏国土を過ぎて、阿弥陀如来の浄土は増しますと仰せられました。私どもは幸いに宗祖親鸞上人のお導きによって、本願念仏の見教えを仰ぎ、やがて安如の浄土に生まれる身とならせていただきました。人として生まれた身にこれ以上の幸せはありません。本日ここに西羅浮仏教会秋季彼岸へにあたり、うやうやしく仏殿を称言し、先立って行かれた無縁の人々を忍びながら、経典を読受して、限りなき仏頓に感謝いたします。ここに駐在開教師、釈候補、謹んで申し上げます。何万ダウツ、何万ダウツ、何万ダウツ。お元気いじぬのくにょでんみょ無用としゃにちがつまに修行縁女開室音平有若十目如来よげ朝鮮無理小学大よコル実法開門生寺三昧智慧意徳無量修正慶人体前年仏法界愚人人の空語外体無明欲ぬ世尊よ無人の死死人徳無力君古代知恵人名光明意祖親 大仙願遊ぶ大小門生じ二不下脱世上位二生じ如で三昧知恵以上五世特部妙子が一切空一切大安慶死部百千億万無量大小修行五若用一切東小仏不尿不動現象不逆非尿五若小仏世界部不影無種節道光明失笑天使小国尿で精進異人難量量がサブ国土第一五種奇妙妙超絶国尿内容二無とそがと愛味ドーナツ一切実法来所心熱症状意図がこ楽安穏好物神妙霊が師匠発願の日力少々欲実法生存知恵無下上量子孫気が信用軽量子子食毒中が妙精進忍術不軽ナマンダブナ Namandots, 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 namandots.
Hi, and now I have the pleasure of introducing our guest speaker for today, who did an excellent presentation yesterday at our fall Higan seminar yesterday afternoon. Reverend Kurahara was born on January 10, 1975 in Kure City, Hiroshima. He worked, in 2006, he worked with Jodo Shinshu International Department. 2007, he was at BCA Jodo Shinshu Center Honganji office. In 2012, BCA Center for Buddhist Education as the co-director. From 2018, he became the resident minister of Berkeley Buddhist Temple. And also in 2019, he was the Jodo Shinshu Center International Office Manager. He graduated from Hiroshima University, Ryukoku University, and Institute of Buddhist Studies with a master's in Jodo Shinshu. He's the oldest son of a temple family in Kure, and after the war, he came back to Japan and he established a new temple in Kure because he was not from a temple family and thus had no temple to take over. He married his wife, Hitomi, in March 2003, and he has 3 sons, Takato, Eito, and Hiroto. His favorite foods are American food, includes potato chips, pizza, hamburgers, and French fries. And his favorite phrase is wanting less and realizing that I've already had plenty. And it's from the larger sutra. So with that, I'd like to introduce Reverend Kiyonobu Kurahara, who will deliver a Dharma message today, this morning. Thank you, Sensei.
Good morning, everyone. So, before I will start my Dharma message today, I would like to read a passage, quote from the writings of Shinran Shonin, the founder of our school, Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. So if you can, please put your hands together in Gassho. The ocean of birth and death, of painful existence, has no bound. Only by the shape of Amida's universal vow can we who have long been droning unfailingly be brought across it. From Corrected Works of Shinran, page 363. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namo Amida Butsu. Again, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for attending today's Fall Ohigan Equinox Day service. So first of all, I'd like to say thank you or extend my gratitude to Reverend Takata and then Reverend Amy and then all of you because I received this great opportunity to share the Dharma, the teaching of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism with you today. And then I also thank those who attended the seminar yesterday. ありがとうございました。So, as Takata Sensei, Reverend Takata introduced before the service started, look at this wonderful black, nice hard floor. So, I have visited this temple several times. And speaking of West LA temple, to me, color red, right? So the pew is red, and then I think logo is red. And then the altar, Onaijin, the carpet was red. So this is a temple with a red carpet. And then also another thing about your temple is teriyaki chicken. You know, several years ago, when still Fumiyusuki Sensei was here, I was a guest speaker. And I had a chance to try the teriyaki chicken of your temple. It is so tender, juicy. I thought it's maybe the best teriyaki chicken at the BCA temples. And then I'm from Berkeley Buddhist Temple, and so our temple, when we have a bazaar, we no longer have a chicken, because of like a health inspection and some kind of issues like keeping the certain temperature. So kind of difficulties to sell cook teriyaki chicken for the bazaar. So we stopped doing a teriyaki chicken at the Berkeley Buddhist Temple. So sometimes people say, oh, Berkeley Buddhist Temple BBT is no longer a BCA temple. So BCA is Buddhist Churches of America. Another take is Barbecue Chicken Association, right? So since we stopped, having a teriyaki chicken at the BBT, we no longer, BCA temple. Anyway, let me go back to the, this black hard floor. It's so nice, and when the, door was opened, I, sitting in the inside, and then I expected a voice of wow, but kind of so quiet. But anyway, so I really appreciate Takata Sensei's guidance, Amy Sensei's guidance to maintain this temple altar so well, nice. And then I also appreciate your understanding, support, and dedication also to maintain this wonderful temple. So when we look at the temple structure, especially at the Jodo Shinshu temple structure, there are mainly two parts. Okay, so one is this altar area, which is called Naijin in Japanese. And then we enshrine Amida Buddha at the center. So that's why this, and then a lot of gold, nice altar, shrines. So according to the Jodo Shinshu teaching, this is the representation of Amida Buddha's Pure realm of Nirvana. And then Amida Buddha, and then we enshrine our founder, Shinran Shonin, Venerable Shinran, and then Venerable Shinran, who is kind of second founder, and then other important figures in this altar area. And then they are facing to us. and then they are talking to us. They are sending a guidance to us. Right? So this is one part of Jodo Shinshu temple structure. And then the other important part is this side, our side, which we call Gejin. And then this is where we sit down and then listen to the Dharma. So in contrast to the Naijin altar area, which represents the Pure Land or realm of Nirvana, this side, our side, Gejin, is thought to be the samsara, or our world where we need to deal with so many difficulties, challenges, hardships. So that's why we come here, listen to the guidance of Buddha. So Amida Buddha's, Pure Land, realm of Nirvana, and then, samsara, our world. So this sort of kind of dualistic structure or dichotomy is kind of related to today's service, Ohigan, Equinox Day service. So today, when Takata Sensei doing a ritual, so-called Toraiban, he read the Hyobyakumon in Japanese, which is kind of dedication or invocation. And then he explained what the Ohigan Equinox Day service. So 2 days a year, we have Equinox Day, March and September. And then on the equinox days, the length of daytime and nighttime is equal. And then on this day, the sun rises due east, and then the sun sets due west. According to the teaching of the Pure Land Buddhism, Amida Buddha's land is located in the west. So 2 days a year, on this day on the day of equinox days, when the sun sets due west, then Buddhists, especially Pure Land Buddhists, we kind of contemplate or think about the Amida Buddha's land, realm of Nirvana. And then this special, observance of Ohigan, Equinox Day service, is very unique or peculiar to Japanese Buddhist tradition. So if you go to Tibetan or Theravada, they don't have this Ohigan service. And it has a long history. Now, according to the record, this Ohigan service started around 9th century. So this, so in Japan, or according to Japanese Buddhist tradition, over 1,000 years, we have observed this Ohigan Equinox Day service. So then, I talked about kind of the other shore. If we use the Chinese characters, Ohigan in Japanese, we use the Chinese characters shore, like this shore and then the other shore. So that's why I said this dichotomy, dualistic structure, is connected with the Ohigan service. So then how do we get there? How are we liberated from this samsara, realm of suffering, and then reach the other shore of nirvana? So today, I read the passage or hymn composed by Venerable Shinran, who is the founder of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. Let me repeat, read it one more time. So this is what he said. The ocean of birth and death, of painful existence, has no bound. Only by the ship of Amida's universal vow can we, who have long been drowning, unfailingly be brought across it. So there are many Buddhist traditions. And then the goal of Buddhism is to attain enlightenment, to attain Buddhahood, and then be liberated from this samsara, realm of suffering. Right? And then to do so, in many Buddhist traditions, it is taught we or practitioners perform Buddhist practices, and then accumulate merits, and then make progress toward the attainment of Buddhahood. Right? However, it is taught in the Jodo Shinshu, our school, Jodo Shinshu Buddhist tradition, the ship of Amida's universal vow the ship of Amida Buddha's great compassion, unfailingly carries us to the other shore, the realm of nirvana. So not only our efforts, but the Buddha's efforts, Buddha's compassionate aspiration to liberate us from the life of suffering, that is matters. So in other words, we just getting on board, and we are carried onto the destination. Yeah. So yesterday I came from the Bay Area. When I arrived at the LAX, Los Angeles airport, so Umezu Sensei, Amy Sensei, kindly came and picked me up. So I got into her car, and then she brought me, this temple for the afternoon seminar. So during the ride from the airport to the temple, I didn't have any doubt, worry, or anxiety. I think she has been driving for many years. She is a reliable driver. ですよね。And then, she's lived in Los Angeles for many years, so she knows how to get to the temple from the airport. So without any anxiety, worries, I just enjoyed the conversation with Reverend Umezu on our way to the temple. I have another totally different experience. Several years ago, I went to Chicago for conference or something. And I think that was my first visit to Chicago. Arriving at the airport, I looked for a shared shuttle, which was run by a couple, different hotels to the downtown. So working around the airport, I finally found the shared shuttle. And then when I get home, there are already some, passengers in the shuttle. Soon after, we left the airport. Since that was my first visit to Chicago, I enjoy the scenery from the window. And then, I picked up my cell phone to check my location where I was. Then I found the shuttle was running away from the hotel that I planned to stay. And I thought, oh no, did I take a wrong shuttle? Then the shuttle had the first stop, and then some people, got off the shuttle. And I was wondering in my mind, should I ask the driver or other passengers to check I'm on the right shuttle? Then, shuttle start, moving, and then again to the different direction from my hotel. Then I thought, oh no, I'm taking a wrong shuttle. How should I do? If I get off this bus here, this shuttle here, maybe it is too far from from my hotel. Maybe I should, stay on anyway until this shuttle, arrives at the final destination. Then maybe I can, get the, take a Uber or a taxi to the, my hotel. Then shuttle had another stop, and then dropped couple, passengers. Then the shuttle changed the direction. Now the shuttle started moving toward my hotel. Then I thought, good. Now this shuttle is heading for my hotel. So maybe I was right. Although the shuttle, this shared shuttle, was heading for my hotel, But according to my iPhone GPS, it had another stop at a different hotel. So in my mind, I was kind of praying, as a Jodo Shinshu Buddhist, I shouldn't pray, but I was kind of, praying. Oh, please, keep on going, keep on going. My hotel is just a couple blocks away. And then a couple of minutes later, the shuttle stopped in front of the hotel I booked. Then that was the final destination of that shared shuttle. I know I should have asked driver or other passengers to check if I'm on the right bus, but maybe I was kind of shy or lazy, because that's why I didn't do so. And then since that was my first visit to Chicago, I was not familiar with the town, city, and then of course I was not sure this was a correct shared shuttle. And then, of course, I didn't know who the driver was. So I didn't know anything about that. I just hop on, get on the shuttle. And then the shuttle took me to the hotel. But because of then, I was filled with anxiety, worries during the shuttle ride. On the contrary, when I got into Reverend Amy's car, I was totally free from anxiety or worries because of her. I knew her, and then I knew she was a reliable driver. So why do we come to the temple? I would say, I know many people, come to the temple for the kind of social, enjoy the, friendship with your, friend at the temple. But from religiously or from, minister's perspective, we come to the temple because we hear about Amida Buddha, Amida Buddha's primal vow. We come to the temple, deeply listen to the Dharma. Then we know what or who this Buddha is. This Buddha, Amida, has a deep compassionate aspiration to liberate us from the life of suffering, and then try to bring or carry us to the other shore of nirvana or liberation from the life of suffering. So Amida Buddha truly, really knows how to do so. And then this Buddha prepared everything necessary for us to cross this, big ocean of birth and death. So this Buddha has been calling us, sending a guidance to us so that we won't get lost. So once we truly encounter or find such Buddha, we can live this life without unnecessary fear and anxiety. But we can focus on everyday life. And I would say such a mind free from anxiety or worry is Shinjin, one of the descriptions of Shinjin, or entrusting heart, in the Jodo Shinshu tradition. And then Nama Amida Butsu, I said Amida Buddha or other Buddha's bodhisattvas calling us, sending a guidance to us. And then Nama Amida Butsu, our recitation of Nama Amida Butsu, is a sort of our response, receiving Buddha's calling or guidance. So I hope you to continue to come to the temple and then deeply listen to the Dharma and then enjoy your Dharma friendship with other members. Again, thank you very much for attending today's service. I would like to conclude my English Dharma message reading this hymn by Shinran Shonin one more time. If you can, please put your hands together in Gassho. The ocean of birth and death, of painful existence, has no bound. Only by the ship of Amida's universal vow can we who have long been drowning unfailingly be brought across it. Namo Amida Butsu. ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏。So now let me deliver a short Japanese Dharma message. はい、皆様、本日は秋のお彼岸ということで、ようこそのお参りでございます。ありがとうございます。今、英語の方のですね、法話を、お聞きくださいました。日本語の法話も同じ御三代、親鸞上人の御門で少しお話をさせていただきたいと思います。本日、英語で、取り上げました御三代、日本語の方で読みますと、生死の苦海ほとりなし、久しく沈める我らおば、御陀具勢の船のみぞ、乗せて必ず渡しけるという御三代をいただきました。阿弥陀様という仏様はですね、我々がこのシャバ世界で悩み、苦しみ、大変な毎日を送っておるのを、ご覧になられ、これはなんとかせんにゃいけんのうと、広島弁じゃないかもしれませんけれども、阿弥陀如来様、これはなんとかせんにゃいけんのうと、願いを起こされ、そして修行を積み、我々がですね、この苦しみ悩みのシャバ世界から向こう岸ですね、彼岸でありますけれども、悟りの悩み苦しみのない世界へなんとか運んでいかんにゃいけんなということで、願いを立てて全ての準備を仕上げてくださいました。その準備、思い、これが詰まったのが南無阿弥陀仏という短い言葉でありますけれども、全ての功徳が詰まった素晴らしい言葉であります。仏様がですね、大変長い間ご修行をされて積まれたその功徳を全て、この南無阿弥陀仏という短い、フレーズに言葉に収めてくださり、我々はそれをですね、受け取って阿弥陀様の思いを聞かせていただき、ただただ南無阿弥陀仏、南無阿弥陀仏と、感謝の思いからお念仏させていただくことで、我々はこのシャバを離れて彼岸へと、阿弥陀様の大きな船に乗って渡らせていただくということであります。このお念仏6時、漢字で書きましたら6時の名号南無阿弥陀仏でありますけれども、私はですね、よくコロナは今一段落しましたけれども、コロナの時のワクチンを使ってよく説明いたします。2020年のですね、3月、年頭からコロナが蔓延し始めて、カリフォルニア州では3月にですね、シェルターインプレイスが出まして、皆さんすべての活動が止まったわけであります。で、この新しいウイルスに対抗するために人類がみんなで力を合わせてワクチンを開発したわけですよね。薬剤師の方でありますとか、お医者さんでありますとか、政治家の方でありますとか、いろんな方々が知恵を出し合って協力をしてとてつもない金額のお金、そして時間、努力を費やしてできたのが皆さんも受けられた方いらっしゃると思うんですけれども、ほんのこれだけの透明な液体なんですよね。ただこのほんの少しのワンドースのほんのこの少しの液体を作り出すためにとてつもない数の人、とてつもない金額のお金、そしてとてつもない時間、努力っていうのが費やされて、それがですね、ギュッと凝縮したのがほんの少しの透明な液体だったわけですよね。で、阿弥陀という仏様が六時のお名号というのを作られたのもとてつもない時間を費やされて、とてつもない努力をされて、それをギュッとほんの短い6時の名号に収めて、私たちに受け取りやすいように届けてくださっておるわけであります。浄土真宗というのはよく異行、easy、英語で言うと easy path というふうに呼ばれます。これはやはり他の仏教と比べまして行、いろんなたくさん長い行をするんじゃなくて、お念仏一つで救われますよということで、他の仏道に比べたら大変簡単でシンプルであります。ただこの異行を成立させております短いこの南無阿弥陀仏というお名号の中に、阿弥陀様の深い深い思い、そして大変大きな大きなご努力、これがあるわけであります。ですので我々がお寺に来て ね、仏法のお話を聞かせていただくわけでありますけれども、もっとスペシフィックに言いますと、ね、この6字のお名号、ね、イージーパス、この6字のお名号、簡単な、ね、シンプルなお念仏の行に込められている阿弥陀仏の、ね、阿弥陀如来様の大きな大きな計り知れないほどの思い、願いを聞き開かしていただく。これが、ね、私たちが聴聞をするときに聞かせていただくべきところであります。本日は、秋のお彼岸ということで、ようこそのお参りでありました。最後にもう一度ですね、ご三代の方を読ませていただいて、日本語の方は終わりたいと思います。もしよろしければ合唱の方をお願いいたします。生死の苦海ほとりなし、久しく沈める我らをば、御陀具勢の船のみぞ、乗せて必ず渡しけると。ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナマンダ仏、ナマンダ仏、ナマンダ仏、ナマン。ございました。
Thank you, Sensei, for your Dharma message. I know the feeling of the anxiety when traveling all the time. And maybe next time you're here, we'll do some barbecue chicken, teriyaki chicken. Okay, next we'll be moving on to the reading of Rogemon. Reverend Umezu will be leading us in Rogemon.
Please join me with hands together as we read Ryogemon, Words of Understanding of Our Tradition by Master Renyo. We rely upon Amida Buddha with our whole heart for the enlightenment in the life to come, abstaining from all sundry practices and teachings, and giving up the trust in our imperfect view. There is no doubt that the assurance of enlightenment comes at the very moment we entrust and we recite the Nembutsu, Namo Amida Butsu, in joy and gratitude for the Buddha's compassion. We also acknowledge gratefully the benign benevolence of our founder and succeeding masters who have led us to live in this profound teaching, and we do now endeavor to follow throughout our lives the way laid down for us. 両下出言もろもろの造業雑種自力の心を振り捨てて一心に阿弥陀如来我らが今度の一大事のご賞御助け将来と頼み申して候頼む一年の時往生一条御助け事情と存じ、この上の称名はご恩報者と存じ、喜び申し候。この恩断り、弔問申し分け候こと、ご解散承認ご出世のご恩。次第僧正の前知識の浅からざるご関係のご恩とありがたく存じ候。この上は定めを課せられる恩をきて、一号限り守り申すべく候。ナマンダプス、ナマンダプス、ナマンダプス、ナマンダプス、ナマンダプス、ナマンダプス、ナマンダプス、ナマンダプス、ナマンダプス。
Thank you, Reverend Umezu. Before I begin announcements, I just wanted to, as I promised, I'll give you a little more details in what we're doing. So another project that we're doing for our centennial celebration is we're replacing our Nokotsudo in the back of the altar. So I don't know if many of you know, but we have a Nokotsudo in the back. This new Nokotsudo this is just one of the niches that they will be replacing the back with. There's gonna be, I think, over 150 of these back there. And we'll be starting that project within the next year. So that's also ongoing project. So more, I guess, we'll give you more details and stuff as it comes along, and we'll start doing a lot of more fundraising and stuff in the new year. So look out for that, and appreciate all your support and help as we go into our centennial in 2026. So, and if you have any questions about the Nokotsudo, and if you would like to donate or eventually move your urns into the Nokotsudo, please contact our office for that. So, okay, let's move on to our announcements. On October 8th, we have our Lady Ishini and Lady Kakushini memorial service, and that'll be at 10 o'clock, and our guest speaker for that is Reverend Ryoko Osa. He's the resident minister at Berkeley Higashi Honganji. The next announcement we have is the Southern Buddhist District Conference. We just got the information for that, and that's going to be held next month, October 14th, and it's a Saturday. It's between 9 and 12 at Pasadena Buddhist Temple, but they're also doing online as well, so they'll be streaming it online on Zoom. Registration is $25 for online and $30 for in person. And if you're in person, you can also order the bento for $14. All registration should come through our temple. So if you're interested in going, please reach out to the temple office and they can add you to the list. I'm not sure when the last day to register is, but please contact us as soon as possible if you would like to join us for that. Next, we have our new monthly kind of Dharma school. We're going to start having some little classes and Dharma sessions with the younger kids. So the first session for that is on Sunday, October 1st. That's in a couple weeks. And I think the first session is going to be about with onenju making and stuff. So we look forward to that. And if you have any kids that want to join, please contact Reverend Umezu. She can help you with that. We also have a bunch of study classes that we're doing. So the next one will be what is Jodo Shinshu teaching? And that's held every Wednesday at 7 p.m. And the first session is September 27th, and that's led by Reverend Takata. We also have a Saturday class for those who can't make it on that on the weekday. It's at 11 on Saturday, and that's via Zoom, and both of these are via Zoom. And the next one for that is September 23rd. Reverend Umezu has she's continuing her Buddhism Beyond Mindfulness series with the first, with Shoshinge chanting service, followed by the discussion on Buddhist values and ethics. And that is being held, the next one is held on September 30th. We're starting something new, starting next month. We're going to have some movie showings every monthly. So with a Dharma discussion about the movies after. So the first movie matinee, I guess, is on Sunday after service, and that'll be October 22nd. And come by, and I can't tell you what the movie is, but if you talk to Reverend Umezu, maybe we'll let something slip there. So go find Reverend Umezu. Next, I have we started bingo at the temple. This last Friday was the bingo night for this month, but you can join us next month in October, and that starts at 7. It's on every third Fridays of the month. So I don't know what the third Friday is in October, but just remember to check it out. We have our T-shirts back in stock, so if you would like West LA T-shirt, they're $20 each. You can order them. You can ask Connie, or you can visit the website to order that. And then finally, they want you to save the date for Winapalooza. It's been gone since before the pandemic, but they're having it again, and it's a joint fundraiser with from Venice and West LA. So that's being held on November 4th, and that's from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. I think it's here at the temple, and it sounds like it looks like the Avasonics and are playing, which they had a great performance here at our Obon Festival this year. And catering is being done by Cherry Stone, I think Gardena. All right, I think that concludes our announcements, but I have one more thing. I think Reverend Kurahara would like to present something before we leave today.
Thank you. So I'm working for the Jodo Shinshu International Office. In short, we call JSIO. And we are doing some publication projects. So this is one of our publications, the quarterly journal. We publish this journal March, June, September, December, 4 times a year. And then I brought a couple copies and then put them in the tray back there. So if you're interested in some nice, wonderful articles from different Jodo Shinshu Buddhists, different places of the world. Yeah, so if you're interested in their voices of their appreciation of Dharma or Nembu's teaching, yeah, please pick up and then read it. And then you can also subscribe this thing. So for free. So if you are interested in, just let me know. ありがとうございます。Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Kurahara. And I guess that concludes service for today. Since today is our first day back and it's the fall Ohigan service, we have lunch for you prepared by Connie and her team in the Kaikan right across the way. So I think it's curry, so it's be very good, very good. So I'm looking forward to that. And then, anyways, we'll see you, I guess, next week. So until then, Sensei.
Please join me, let's show. Naman dance, naman dance, naman dance, naman dance, naman dance. Before moving to Kaikan, we have a word of thanksgiving.
Hi, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us, and I hope you can all stay for lunch. Please join me as we read words of thanksgiving before our meal. We are truly grateful for this opportunity to share this wonderful meal, thanks to all the many people and living beings that surround us who made this occasion possible. With deep gratitude, we will receive this food. 多くの命と皆様のおかげにより、このごちそうを恵まれました。深くご恩を喜びありがたくいただきます。いただきます。何番だ。
Please offer the incense. Thank you.
Thank you.